Can you trust Jesus and talk to a therapist? Here's the truth that many Christians need to hear. Christians can go to therapy, and going to therapy is not a violation of your faith. There can be this mindset that we sometimes have as Christians that if we go to a therapist or to seek help for our mental health, that we don't trust God enough. But I think that we overlook the fact that sometimes God uses things like this in order to minister his healing to us. And I'd actually argue that therapy is much more biblical than you think. For one, the scriptures tell us that a wise person listens to advice. Your therapist will be giving you lots of good advice. 2, the scriptures tell us to carry one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. And in therapy, you are sharing your burdens with another person so that you don't have to lift that weight alone. And 3, the scriptures tell us to confess our sins unto one another that we may be healed. Broadly speaking, confession does bring about healing for us, and one part of therapy is confession. If you're a Christian, you absolutely can go to therapy. And for some of you, let's be honest here, you really need it. You need to seek a medical professional's help for your mental issues. And in part, the reason for why you may not be experiencing the healing that you believe that God has for you is because you refuse to seek that help. Funnily enough, one way that we actually limit God or put him in a box is that we always think that he has to do supernatural things in order to help us or heal us. But sometimes, and we see this within the scriptures, that God will use physical things or use people to help us and to minister to us. You should pray regularly, go to church, fellowship with other believers, and go talk to your therapist if you need to. It doesn't have to be either or, rather it should be both and if necessary. If you get a therapist, that's not saying to God that, oh, I don't trust you to heal me. If you're getting a therapist, that's just you being wise. Because mental illness should be dealt with both physically and spiritually. And while God's dealing with you on the spiritual part, he may have a therapist help you in the natural. So I hope this gave you some food for thought, and that the Spirit of God speaks to those who he needs to speak to. If you want more content like this, go ahead and drop a sub or a follow. If you want to hear more teachings from me that outside of short form content, I would recommend you join my Bible classes every single Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Google Meets.